Greetings everybody, Ocarina of Games Online. Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Last time, we started going through the Shadow Temple. And in this episode, we're gonna make more progress through the Shadow Temple. Starting off with this gold sculpture token that was sitting right here this entire time. Yay! But anyways... Keys? I'm probably gonna need to kill you to unlock the door to get back out of here. I tried to shoot one key, and I ended up shooting another by mistake. That's pretty good. But the puzzle for this room is that keys hate you. Okay, that's not actually the puzzle. Keys have always hated you. Why would that be a puzzle? But it is, as I said, that is how we open the door. But what you want to do, because we do know that there's a locked door in the other room, so you gotta do that. And there's the small key we're looking for. Now let's head on back through here. And there is also a treasure chest in this. Yeah, you sit back down. Go back to the corner. Meh. There is a chest in here somewhere, so we should probably try to find that before we move on, because might as well. Is it up here? Just hidden? No? Okay. You know what? I bet we gotta defeat all the re-deads. It's one dead. Not really in the most efficient way, as I could have very much been attacked at any one point. Whatever. Let's just get both of them. Yep. That did the trick. And blue rupee. Seriously? Oh, wow! I wasn't expecting that to happen. I was just aiming because I forgot that I had to use the Lens of Truth to find where the hookshot target is. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Wow. Alright, this room. You're gonna be pushed back by that gust of wind. So the puzzle here is you gotta use your iron boots. So that way you're not pushed back by the gust of wind. And this is a fairly long path, so you pretty much do need to equip your iron boots. Let's go here. This is going to be our next area. We just gotta walk down here. By the way, that ice switch up ahead, it's not an ice switch. It's gonna shoot fire at you, like the jerk it is. Alright, more re-deads. Why is it always re-deads? Whatever. Sword of Evil's Bane and re-dead's Bane. Or as a friend of mine was calling it when he was trying to do a swordless run, and the only thing he could use a sword for was cutting grass. The Sword of Grass's Bane. Here, I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Those who have sacred feet should let the wind guide them. Then they will be led to the hidden path. That's what they are saying. Well, there's more to this room than you might think. That is, if I can actually figure out where I'm going. Actually, it might be... Nope. Must be thinking Master Quest. Then what exactly am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to play the Sun Song? This is very unlike me to forget what I have to do. Yep, I had to play the Sun Song. Except, that's just a fairy. That doesn't get us the treasure chest that's in this room. I mean, at least it makes it tell health isn't much of a concern. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is bombable, isn't it? No? Oh. It was just hard to see in this lighting. And it was just a bundle of arrows. Friggin' No, no. Gotta keep myself calm. Okay. Gotta let the wind guide us. Very straightforward, and God, I hope I don't get interrupted. Sounds like Mom just got home. This might be the last video in this recording session. I just started the recording session too. So if there's a random jump cut, you know why. It's because I get interrupted. More Gebdos, are you serious? You know what? You caused me enough problems. Sun Song, because it works on Gebdos as well as Redeads. There goes one. Oh, come on, really? Okay. That was a bit concerning, but no biggie. Let's go and open the treasure chest. Another blue rupee? This game just really loves giving me blue rupees. What the heck? Whatever. Welcome to probably the largest area in this dungeon. And this is actually the pretty much closing part of this dungeon. We gotta move this block all the way over here. Keep pushing it. Don't stop pushing it. You gotta move it. Again, I was just looking at my computer, and now another concern's come up. How much storage space I have left, because I literally have like 5 gigabytes left of storage on my computer. So I'm gonna have to start remembering to get rid of some of the earlier episodes I don't need anymore, because those have been publicly released already. Hey, when was the last time we played this? Oh. Gonna play it again. Get yet another gold Skulltula. And fine, I will use my hook shot. Happy game. Alright, let's get a recap as to our progress we've made. Yeah, we just have that one room over there in the basement 3rd floor. But other than that, everything's on the basement 4th floor. We might actually finish up with the dungeon in this episode. Feels so weird considering how complicated I was saying it was earlier. But we have another symbol like this. It's a haunted ship. And then there's just a scarecrow over there, just kind of just chilling there while this ship is very eerily moving. So that water, that river that this ship is going in, that's not water. That's death. AKA a bottomless pit. Anyways, we're going along this path. We have Stalfos, which nobody likes him. Especially, least of all, me. Especially since they can also walk on the flooring. But I mean, I guess this works. But you gotta be keeping an eye on your map. It might not make sense, but just take my word for it. When you're over here, it seems to be where the ship is ending. But what's gonna happen? Ship is sinking. Abandoned ship. Get onto a safe platform. Oh, no going back now. One thing I didn't show, though, remember you might recall the first room where we saw that, like, thing that was circling around with the sickles? The first room we saw with that statue, we actually made a shortcut from the docking area to that room, believe it or not. Which is, when we moved that platform to get up to the ship, That's when we created the shortcut. But here, we have a maze. And the maze involves Floor Master, something we haven't seen in a while. But it's a bunch of invisible walls. And there's... Ooh. Uh-oh. So this room... These things are slowly closing in on you. I'm not sure what happens if they fully close on you. I imagine just the room resets. But the puzzle... is very simple. Just gotta do that. And I set the readout on fire. Serves you right. There's a blue rupee in this treasure chest, but more importantly, over there, that's a treasure chest we're all too familiar with how it looks. See what's inside. As if we couldn't tell by now. We have the boss key. Now get to the room where the boss lurks. So it looks like that's where we're heading now. Well, I would say that, but we still need to explore what else there is here. For all you know, it could be something we need, so we might as well at least explore and make sure there's nothing else that we're missing. Case in point, this room. Yet another golden sculpture. I believe... Yep. It's all the gold sculptures in the Shadow Temple. So now all we gotta do is explore the remaining bits of the Shadow Temple and get the heck out of here. But we've seen this puzzle before, however this time it's a bit more difficult in terms of these platforms are now rotating. So you gotta be a bit more accurate with your bombs. But then again, still not that bad. One of them does drop a ton of money. If you want to get that, you can. But, that's really all there is to this room. Is just the money and the gold sculpture, of course. But other than that, there's not really anything else worthwhile in here. So all that's left is the room to the south. So gonna be where to explore next. You have an invisible Floor Master, my favorite. Of course, results in a... Okay, really? This is stupid. And the last thing I need is for you to grapple onto me and make a large one of yourself. I was just gonna separate the three of them and just do a spin attack to quickly take them out, but unsurprisingly, that didn't work. Every friggin' time I want to try that. Oh well. Well, there's still a small key, so I guess it's a good thing we continue to explore this area. Otherwise, that could have meant trouble for us. But regardless, that is everything we needed to explore, which means it's now time to head to the boss fight. These dungeons really feel like they're going by really quickly. Granted, they don't go by nearly as quickly as the ones in the handheld versions go by. I think the majority of those versions we ended up finishing in like one episode. Which is still like baffling to this day. Especially with stuff like the Eagle's Tower. Anyways, that aside, we made ourselves a bridge across by blowing up a statue. But let's take one last look and make sure. Boss hall, but everything else is done. So let's use that last small key. And got appears to be a bunch of platforms in midair. So let's do the smart thing and use our hover boots. And there's the boss. Now you might be thinking, oh, it's the boss, I should use my hover boots. I actually recommend you use the Kokiri boots. So let's head on in. Starting off this fight against the Phantom Shadow Beast, Bongo Bongo. Bongo Bongo is probably one of the easier bosses. What you want to do? Use your Lens of Truth immediately. I'm going to shoot both of his hands. If you fall off the giant drum he has, be careful, because that can mean disaster for you, because what's off of the drum is very, shall we say, electrical. Regardless, just keep doing this. This is literally all there is to this boss fight, is just shoot the hands, shoot the eye, and stab the eye. There's not really much else to this boss fight. See, look at this. He's not even putting up a fight. Okay, well, rare, he is putting up a fight, but he's doing a very bad job at putting up a fight. Look at this. This is pathetic. Seriously, he's already dead. Bongo Bongo is probably the second easiest boss in this game, second only to Goma. The boy with the noble Zelda's Ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasures of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Now I see you have become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda, face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 wise ones, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. You receive the Shadow Medallion. Impa awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Please look out for the princess. Alright. We've cleared the 4th adult dungeon now. So at least one more. But before we start looking for that, I said before there were some side quests I did want to take care of. Now we have the long shot. But I forgot to take care of those, so let's get those done before I forget them anymore. Oh yeah, and there's another side quest I want to get done now we have the Lens of Truth. I should have gotten both of them done beforehand, but unfortunately I forgot. Now, technically this first side quest, this is the one that requires the long shot. Technically it doesn't require the long shot. You can do like a fancy backflip And if you do so, you are able to get this heart piece much, much earlier. And I have done it before, but it's not really worth trying to pull off. It's basically, you gotta pull off a fancy backflip from the top of that tower that we see over there to try to get onto the roof I'm currently on. But, hey, good to see you again. I'll give you this as a memento. Got a piece of heart which completes yet another heart container. Now there's another heart piece I wanted to get done really quick. But that's going to involve us heading back to the Temple of Time and going back in time once again to when we were a kid. And once again, it's a heart piece we could have gotten very early on in the adventure. However, it will require a lot more patience than I'm willing to put in. You might recall what exactly I am talking about. If you don't, well, you'll find out in due time. Let's go and drop the Master Sword once again. It's back to being a kid. Our adventure is winding down to the end, though. We have one more dungeon, then it's off to fight Ganon. It's kind of hard to believe we're already this close to the end of the game. But I guess I shouldn't worry about that now, as there is still one more dungeon we gotta get through. I guess I should be talking about us being close to the end of the game after we clear that dungeon, yes? But we want to make it nighttime. Here we are at nighttime. We want to head to the treasure box shop. Been here before. But here we are yet again. 10 rupees to play. However, this time, it's going to be a bit different. We can now flat out cheat. By using the Lens of Truth, you can find out in advance what is in each treasure chest, so it's no longer 50-50 odds. So, use that to your advantage to get all the door keys you need to get to the end. So this one. Whenever I actually play this game on my own time and try 100%, I do actually get this heart piece early on in the adventure, and it takes a friggin' long time, because you basically gotta get a 50-50 guess correct 5 times in a row. It is ridiculous. But here we go. We can see there's a heart piece in there. And there's only 3 heart pieces left in the entire game. Now, there is something else I do want to point out. And that is, every time you come back to this shop from now on, your prize for winning the game will be 50 rupees. As a result, this could make for a good grinding spot once you have the Lens of Truth. That is provided you still need money at this point, which you really shouldn't. But whatever. Let's go ahead and leave now. That is everything I wanted to do. So what is there that's left to do? Well, I think next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we should be exploring the one place left that we have not fully explored yet. Gerudo Fortress. See you guys then.